Welcome to the Great Mohaw's YouTube channel, where Mohow explores everything science and technology.
Hey TikTokers, welcome back to Tech Talk Weekly with a computer science major. I'm your host, the Great Mahau. So, in one of my previous videos, I did mention that I am planning on basically upgrading my laptop, right? So, yeah, today is the day, and I will be recording. It's basically me unboxing. I've already done the unboxing and all that, but I just want to show you guys the packaging. There's nothing special, but I'll just be taking through it, right? So I got the order, and this over here, this is the RAM, and then underneath that will be the SSD, right? So yeah, on my previous video, I did mention that my laptop was 8 gigabytes. It had a RAM of 8 gigabytes, but I felt like, yeah, that was not enough, eh? So I decided to upgrade the RAM and also the SSD. So I bought the 8 gigabytes RAM to combine it with the 4 gigabytes that came originally with my laptop to make a total of 12 gigabytes, right, of random access memory, the volatile memory that is not, permanent. When your laptop switches off, uh, the data is lost. So, or erased, if you may put it. It does not keep data permanently. Um, yeah, it's the Samsung brand, which is like a good brand, right? Let's see. This is the 8 gigabytes. The packaging, there's nothing special about it. Definitely nothing special about it. But so it's the Samsung 8 gigabytes DDR4 random access memory. So one thing that I'd actually advise you guys to do is to do a little bit of research of what type of RAM your laptop uses. Some other laptops they use DDR3s. So before you purchase anything, just make sure that yeah, it's either like a DDR4 or a DDR3. My laptop, it's a DDR4. It uses a DDR4 RAM. So yeah, that was the packaging for it. So now I moved from 8 gigabytes to 12 gigabytes, which is yeah, that's a that's a good upgrade over there, honestly. And also, I did mention that my laptop originally has a 1 terabyte, HDD drive, but it was slow in a way, right? Not in a way, but it could be slow. It could freeze at times, and I didn't like that. So I decided to purchase an SSD because my laptop has an extra slot for an M.2 SSD, right? And VME SSD. So yeah, that's what I went with. This is the SSD over here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I've already opened it. Uh-huh. But it's already inside, eh? It's the Patriot. So the Patriot M.2 PCLE Gen 3 solid state drive. And I bought like a 512 gigabytes, which has like speed results that are based on the 1 terabyte SSD. So now having 1 terabyte, and now adding 512 gigabytes, that you know gives me a total storage of 1512 gigabytes. But I mean, of course, that is not the total per se, because yeah, some of the storage will be used by other stuff on the laptop before I can even utilize it. So yeah, I'll just put, because now I've opened it, I'll put a picture of it on the screen so that you guys can see it. And I'll also put a picture of the RAM, right? But you will see the inside of my motherboard as I am about to, well, yeah, I've already opened the laptop. I've inserted the SSD and the RAM, but I did record that, so I will show you guys, in the second section of this video. So stick around, right? And you'll see the pictures as well besides the videos. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, now what you have to do, you take your laptop, right? You place it upside down. Be careful. Place it upside down. I have my screwdriver over here. Content creation. Wow. So now I'm basically using one hand. Okay. Just gotta open it. I might do a time lapse over here. But make sure that when you take out the screwdrivers, as you can see on my box over there, I'm gonna put the screwdrivers in there. There's 10 screwdrivers in total, so you need to count them. So the number of screwdrivers you have. This is the second one. Then we got the third one. Will I even do a time lapse over here? I might not, but okay. The fourth, okay, yeah, probably I'll do it from here. The fifth one. And this is the sixth screw. The seventh. So yeah, this is basically my setup, eh? Yeah, I've got a laptop recliner over there. I've got my keyboard. I would really like an ergonomic RGB keyboard, but yeah, I've been using I've been using that one, this one actually for years now. I think I've been using it since 2018, if not 2019. It's a good brand, Dixon. My pops bought it for me, so yeah, I still have it, and yeah, nah, it's good. Even the functions, I love them. I've just actually gotten used to them. It has two window buttons. I think that's one thing that I actually like about it as well. Okay, then this is the second last. The second last screw, and this is the last one. Why is it so tight? Make sure that you don't make it as tight. It should be, closed, but shouldn't be as tight or too tight. That's the correct term. Okay, so now I've actually unscrewed the laptop, no? And the next thing that we need to do, because you won't just, use your nails or a pair of scissors. You don't even use a pair of scissors. You don't use anything that is a metal. You need a plastic, right? Something that is plastic, hard plastic. Because you don't want to damage like the material of the hard case or anything like that, and then your laptop looks like it's old. I've been using this laptop for 4 years now, but it still looks new. Whenever I go out with my laptop, people always ask me, "Is this brand new?" I'm like, "No." "Did you get this year?" "No." "Got this late 2021. So for me, I'll be using this. There's a ruler, right? I'll be using this to just, open on the sides. But I'll have to pause the video now because I'm using one hand and I cannot do that with one hand. Okay. Okay, so now we have the laptop flipped upside down. Let's open the hard case, right? Let's remove the hard case, I mean to say. And what you see over there, that is your motherboard, okay? And as you can see on your right, that green thing over there, yes, the one that I'm pointing at, that is the RAM, right? That is the Samsung 8 gigabytes RAM, and that is the battery, the black thing. That over there, that is the HDD hard drive, the 1 terabyte, right? It's from Toshiba. So good brands over here, good brands, good quality. That means durability, right? So that over there, that's the RAM, as I've already said, the DDR4 RAM. It's an 8 gigabytes RAM, right? The 4 gigabytes, it's actually underneath the motherboard. And before you can do anything, let's make sure that we unplug the battery. So that's how you basically unplug the battery. Remove that tape, and then please do not use screwdrivers. I've been using screwdrivers there. Do not use screwdrivers. Use something that is, a hard plastic, or yeah, and also try to put gloves on because you might experience like static shock, right? So what I'm doing over there, caution, do not try that at home, eh? Okay, let's continue. That's me trying to basically remove, well, unplug the battery. So I'm basically doing a voiceover because yeah, the audio, I couldn't capture the audio when I recorded this video, but okay. hmm I tried unplugging the battery. Now we are basically unclipping, well, removing the RAM. I'm just showing you how easy it is to remove the RAM. You just have to move that and also move the other one. Then the RAM is out. Be careful with it. These things, they're extremely sensitive. You don't want your fingerprints all over them. So yeah, that is an empty slot. And then this is how you insert it at an acute angle, a 45-degree angle. That's how you insert it. Then push it downwards. Clip. There should be that sound. And then yeah, it should be sorted. That is the M.2 slot. And yes, I'll be inserting the NVMe 512 gigabytes SSD, right? Yes, let's go. I'm just gonna unscrew that screw over there because that's the one that's going to keep the SSD in, position, as I'm going to insert it at an acute angle as well. And it's gonna be skewed a bit, so that screw is gonna help out a lot. Do not lose that screw. And I'm using like magnetic screwdrivers. Do not lose that screw. Now, let's insert the SSD. Here we go. At this point, I was so happy. But the thing is, yeah, this is just the first step. You also have to go through the BIOS, yeah, the software part of it. It took me 2 days. Wow. It took me 2 days to sort everything out on the software component. I mean, the hardware component, it's extremely easy. Well, if you've done it before, it's going to be easy. But yeah, I don't advise that you do this all by yourself if it's your first time. I do not advise because you might actually, damage some of the components and you don't want that because to replace them, it will be extremely expensive. So at a 90, well, at a 45-degree angle, you are inserting the SSD. Apologies, I was actually using one hand over there. So, yeah, I couldn't actually capture the video properly, but then here you go. Hmm, it's extremely hard using one hand to do this. Like the other hand, I'm recording, the other one, I'm trying to insert the SSD content creation. Wow. There you go. It's the 512 gigabytes RAM, not RAM, but SSD. Man, happiest day of my life, eh? Yeah. Mhm. I'm just, inserting the screwing it in so that yeah, it's in place actually. So 1512 gigabytes. Mm, yeah, nah. Yeah. Do not remove that wrapping over there. You remove it, there's no warranty for your SSD, eh? Yeah. Make sure that you don't remove anything. Just take it out of the box and then insert it. Don't remove the wraps over there. And then there you go. So you can see it properly. We've got the RAM over there, the 8 gigabytes DDR4 RAM from Samsung, and then the 512 gigabytes SSD from Patriot. Check them out on Patriot. It's Patriot what? Their website. Check them out over there, okay? Yeah. Over there, that's their 1 terabyte HDD. Yes, and then I will then Um, I'll put the link for the Patriot website over there, but you can basically get it like on Takealot and Amazon in South Africa. There's like in Africa, you can basically get it in Egypt and South Africa through Takealot and Amazon. That is in South Africa, but there are also other online platforms, so you can utilize them. And yeah, that's my motherboard over there. I'm showing you the HDD drive again. Yeah. So I will then be migrating my Windows from the HDD to the SSD. That's what I've already done through the BIOS and all that. Make sure that you also have a USB to download, the Windows. I'm using Windows 10. I don't want to change or upgrade to Windows 11. I'm good with Windows 10. So yeah, and because now I've already done the process, this was just a recording and this is a voiceover. I can tell you now that okay, even though I lost, some of the data, some of them, of course, I had, backed up them on my cloud, so I still have them. But yeah, my laptop it's much faster. The booting process it's faster. Like everything about it, it's faster. Everything that I have actually migrated from the HDD to the SSD it's running smoothly. Even like my editing softwares, like everything, it's just fast. So yeah, probably you might be considering it if maybe you're using an Acer Aspire 3 and you've got an HDD drive or any other laptop and you have an HDD drive. Please do consider changing to an SSD. Yeah, that will be it.
Brought to you by Royal Mercy Institute.